One of Tom Clancy's most famous characters, John Clark. We all know about him, but what about his origin story? It's about to burst through your screen on Amazon Prime coming up later on this week. He is the star of Tom Clancy's Without Remorse. Michael B. Jordan back here on the Rich Eisen Show. How have you been, Michael?
I'm doing great, man. Good to talk to you. How you doing?
I am better for talking to you. A lot has happened. A lot has happened in the 3-4 years since you were in my show studio the last time. Congratulations on all of that.
Man, thank you, man. It's been an incredible ride and journey, and I'm really excited about just where we are right now and being able to talk to you about this project also.
Well, yeah, I got to tell you, in terms of a journey, what we've all been on the last year, man. Like, let's get our popcorn ready. You know what I mean? Like, let's just go see a big time film where somebody is kicking ass and taking names without remorse, and we could just sit back and enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is awesome.
No, it happened at the perfect time. This movie, we actually finished shooting the movie right before the pandemic hit. And we spent the entire last year trying to figure out, how we were going to get this movie out for everybody to see. So, thankfully, we found a home in Amazon and they've been great partners in, making sure this movie gets out to everybody that could possibly watch it. And yeah, man, John Clark, this is like the movie that I grew up watching that I always wanted to be in, and from playing the Rainbow Six Ghost Recon video games as a kid to actually playing, John Clark in the movie, it kind of came full circle. So it's nothing short of an action-packed revenge thriller, but grounded with a lot of heart and stakes and character. So it's the perfect kind of movie for me.
Where do you stand on you getting in and doing everything that we see on the screen?
Michael? Oh, I mean, I'm all for it. Watching movies like, Blade, Wesley Snipes, knowing he did all his stunts, or like, Jackie Chan and Tom Cruise and Matt Damon, and all these, these action stars that I grew up, idolizing and being like, what, if I ever get the opportunity, I'm training for it. I'm doing everything I could possibly do. And in this one, I did about, 90-95% of my stunts.
Which one are you most proud of? Which one are you most, let's flex a little bit here, like you do in the film, but I mean, which one you got?
I would say I'm most proud of the underwater sequences. I think, spoiler alert, no spoiler alert. I mean, but without going too crazy into it, he's a Navy SEAL, and he's very comfortable in water, and we really put him in some high intensity, high stakes situations where he has to be underwater, doing things for really long time, and just shooting through those sequences myself, and also jumping in and out of burning cars, a lot of fighting, a lot of hand-to-hand combat, a lot of weapons training. So we had an incredible stunt team that worked with us on each stunt and trained me to a T to be able to be comfortable in these situations. So it was a lot of fun.
Michael B. Jordan here on the Rich Eisen Show again. It is coming out on Friday, It being Tom Clancy's Without Remorse, right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Have you, Michael B. Jordan, met Michael J. Jordan yet? Has that happened? Has there been a Michael Jordan summit ever yet for you?
No, I think at the time I met him, it was at an All-Star, an event.
Okay.
And I literally just it was in passing, somebody was like, hey, like he needs an introduction. Hey, what's up? This is Mike. And I shook his hand, and it was like literally less than 10 seconds. And then it was in passing. So it wasn't, I don't even think he knew who I was at the time. I mean, at the time or whatever. So I guess to answer that question, nope.
Well, how has that not happened yet? I don't understand. I don't see how that's not yet.
I don't know, man. We got to figure that out. I think the powers that be, somehow we got to collab on something. I don't know. The marketing's too rich at this point, no pun intended.
I appreciate that.
It's too good. It's too good.
Hey, however I can get involved in that, I would be all for such a thing. But, I know, like, you take in an NBA game every now and then, Michael, so maybe just like, a Hornets game, LaMelo's coming into town, pandemic's over, like maybe we could get something going here, because I imagine that's something you'd be into, right?
I would definitely be into that. Maybe Hornets playing the Lakers at some point. Maybe get a chance Jordan comes in town, or maybe I go to North Carolina. Who knows? I'm down for that. I like where your head's at. I like.
So are the Warriors your team though, or I'm trying to remember when we had a conversation back in the day.
Nah, you're thinking about Ryan. Like my director, Ryan Coogler's he's from the Bay. He's a diehard Warriors fan. I mean, I grew up on the East Coast, so I grew up a Knicks fan. It's been tough. It's been real tough. But as you know, as we get to know these guys, LeBron, Kyrie, what I mean, certain players and stuff, you become fans of, and you want to see them win. So, right now I'm definitely rooting for Kyrie right now, and Bron also, man. It's tough, man. It's really tough, man. I'm just happy basketball's back.
Yep.
I mean, one thing we gotta figure out these referees, man. We gotta.
Now, look, I give you the floor. I know you're in the middle of a junket. I imagine there aren't many opportunities that you're going to have today in promoting Without Remorse. If you care to, without remorse, have the floor on NBA refereeing, you're not going to get fined, Michael.
No, I'm actually not. I feel like they should really, be able to do post-game interviews and press. It's something so subtle and so simple, I mean, obviously, accountability is a thing, but just us as fans, journalists, to be able to ask questions to them, because they play a hand in the game just as much as the players and the coaches. So if the players and coaches are subjected to questions,
right,
why can't they? And I think that subtle adjustment would normalize a lot. I think it would settle some things, across the board. I personally feel that way.
No, but what if an official, though, a referee, handled that post-game press conference like Kyrie, like got there and just went like this, in front of the screen for a post-game press conference, and then just whatever.
What would happen? What questions would come their way? What type of accountability? What kind of example is that being set? So it's like, it's just, and then I heard somebody said something to me about, well, are they getting paid, millions and millions of dollars, like the players are as well? But it's not about salary. It's about the part you play in the system, and if, we're all, organized to play this game, of basketball, it can't just be the players and coaches that are scrutinized by the choices that they make, because we're all human, and the game has evolved, and it's not the same NBA that it was in the past. The intensity, the play, like what's a tech, what's not, what's taunting, what's not. So to be able to have everybody's opinion front and center for everybody to see, I think that would be interesting. I would like to see that.
So when you're wrapping up and your TV work, Friday Night Lights, film work, Creed, I mean, you've been in some iconic sports, pop culture. If you could name your favorite sports movie, what would that be, Michael B. Jordan?
Favorite sports movie?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, wow, Sandlot just popped into my head. That's tough.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna be split between Any Given Sunday and He Got Game. I decided He Got Game, Any Given Sunday. I think I'm gonna split between those two, and then biasly Creed.
You can include yourself in there. You could definitely include yourself. I mean, He Got Game was really eye-opening, and not just because Ray Allen crushed it, but there was a lot of real stuff in there that not a lot of films have ever covered.
Exactly.
So that's a good one right there.
Yeah. Michael. No, I think that was definitely one for me. Any Given Sunday was just like super entertaining, and Friday Night Lights, the movie was really good. You got
Remember the Titans. You got Remember the Titans too.
Exactly, man. Some tremendous performances, and I guess it's like capturing the world of those teams and those sports, in sports in a different way that we're used to seeing them is what really stands out in those projects.
Well, Michael, congratulations on this project. Like I said, I know I've got a limited amount of time with you. I'd love to have you back in my studio and do this again. You've got so many amazing projects that you have done, that you are doing, that so many people love, including this one, Without Remorse. My kids are jealous. I'm getting to talk to you because we watch Black Panther literally every month during the pandemic. Wow, so congrats on everything that's gone on in your life.
Man, thank you, Rich, so much, man. Tell your family and everybody I said hello, and I look forward to sitting down and talking with you on the next one. So as a director, I got you.
Okay, very good. I will take that. Michael B. Jordan, right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Everyone, check out Without Remorse. Tom Clancy's Without Remorse, starring this man, Michael B. Jordan, coming up this Friday on Amazon Prime.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.